Hey guys, good morning. It's Mary Lee, the Diamond Dinosaur here. I figured I'd do a really short whip. I know my whip from earlier in the week was a little shorter because I was just doing my picks for the week for football. So figured I'd touch base with everybody a little bit this morning before I leave for the game. So let me show you my tools I'm working on, and then we can just do a little chit chat. So currently my cover minders are my Ghoul Gang from Patty Wax and my T-Rex Halloween from Pink Poodle Diamond Painting. I have my trash tray from Yellow Dog Designs, my lily pad from Tracy's DP World, my putties from We Wax, putties for Drills and Chills, Big Macintosh, and then my putty is the Drills and Chills pack from Craftspirations that match the trinket tray. My tray today, I'm using my tray from Flawless Designs for Drills and Chills, which I love this tray. I love the style of it. I think it's fantastic. I highly recommend you guys get it. I don't know if they're going to do one for Jingle Drills, but if this is how they're making all of their trays now, I definitely highly recommend it. It's got the little spout. I don't know if you guys can see it, but let me put the lid on it real quick. It's got the little spout there. It's a little ghosty. So that slides over, and then that's how you dump your drills. And my pen, my release papers are last year's Drills and Chills release papers from Crafts with Crashly. My canvas I'm working on is Spooky Slumber Party from Purple Kitten Studios that I got from Enabler's Outpost. And my pen I'm using today is my little skull pen that I got from Poshy Pens. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday so far. I know it's really super early, but I will be attending the Eagles versus Giants today for the Kelly Green game. So let me just get my dog real quick. I knew he was going to do that. Sorry, guys. So yeah, I'm attending the Kelly Green game. I'm taking my friend for her birthday because she loves our cornerback, Cooper DeJean. She loves Coop. So I figured I'd take her for her birthday. So I'm kind of excited. I like doing the Kelly Green games. And it's against the Giants. So who doesn't love it when we play against the Giants? Anytime we play against the Giants. We don't have A.J. Brown today because he's out with a hamstring. I think I think it's hamstring injuries I feel like are very prominent this year. Like so many players are coming down with hamstring injuries. I don't know if it's the turf. I don't know if it's what they're playing on, the surface. I know Lamar Jackson's been ruled out. He's not playing today because of a hamstring injury. So let me see. It's supposed to be nice, chilly, but nice. I had to bust out my fleecy turtleneck and fleecy leggings. Gets cold down there at the stadium. The breeze coming off the river. So game starts at 1, so it'll probably be warming up by then, and then it'll probably be a lot warmer by 2. But then once 3 o'clock hits, it's going to be cooling down real quick. So, but yeah. So I have one more game after this one against the Lions that I'll be going to. So I'm very excited to see the Lions. They are my second favorite NFL team. So I do like a lot of their players. But I will not be wearing a Lions jersey, clearly, because they are playing the Birds. So I do own Lions jerseys, though. I wear them when the Eagles are not playing. So yeah, my daughter will be here by herself watching the game. So it'll definitely be weird because she's not going to be with me. She's not going. I chose to take my ticket and give it to my friend for her birthday. So because everyone loves Dee Dee. Everybody needs a friend like Dee Dee. She's a crafting buddy. Because I told her I don't really walk around the tailgates. I did a few times when first few games my daughter and I went to, but As time's worn on, my back just doesn't allow me to do that. It doesn't always want to cooperate. And then sometimes I can hardly walk. So I'd rather just get to my parking spot and tailgate by my own car rather than walk around at everybody else's. And then take my happy self and walk into the stadium. And by the time I get to my seat, my back probably will be hurting, but it's definitely much more manageable when I do it that way, as opposed to walking around the tailgate and then having to walk back to my car and sit down and rest for a little while and then getting up to go to the stadium. So it's just easier that way. So I told Dee Dee, I said, the last time I went, I had my little camping chairs and my little lap desk, and I have coasters my husband got me for Christmas last year. He got me a set of Seahawks coasters to make for him, and he got me a set of Eagles coasters for myself. So I did the Seahawks, and now I'm working on the Eagles coasters, but I don't do them regularly. I just use them if I have to go and get my car an oil change, I'm going to be there a little longer, so I'll take that. I'll just throw it in the bag and take that with me because it's so mobile. And I'll do the same with any smaller kits, but that's what I'm currently working on are my Eagles coasters. So yeah, I'll be taking that with me. So I told Dee Dee, I said, yeah, I'm just going to take a small diamond painting to work on and my little crafting table. And she goes, oh, well, I definitely could get it crafted together to do that. And we can do tailgate crafting. So let's try to get that out there as a thing. Hashtag tailgate crafting. We need to get that as a whole trend going right there, because that's fantastic. So tailgates are fun usually. Most of the time at Eagles tailgates, let's just be real here, most of the time, by the time I get there, I'm going to leave at 9, pick her up 9:15, hit Wawa, get our sandwiches, drinks, whatever, and then head down to the stadium. Now, by the time I get on the road and actually get into Philly, it's probably going to be after 10 o'clock. And game starts at 1, so there's a good chance you're already going to hit traffic. And I'm telling you, the last game when my daughter and I went to the Dallas game, it literally took us, we got off 95 onto Broad Street, and the stadiums are right there. They're right there on your right. It's the 2 red lights up, and that's the road you turn on. Guys, it took me an hour and a half to get from where I got off 95 to get to the light, to turn, to get to the parking lot. It was crazy. It was super crazy. So, yeah, let's not do that again. But considering it was Dallas game, so it may have been that, probably most likely why there were so many. It was opening night, and they were dropping their Super Bowl banner, so that's probably why it was so crazy. But Dallas games usually are crowded like that. And then the Giants games are the same because they're a big rival of ours as well. So, yeah. So we'll see what that brings. And then you just kind of, again, these tailgaters, they're already there. I'm surprised I haven't gotten my notification, or I may have and not even seen it, telling me that, yeah, lot so-and-so is open for tailgating. This lot is open for this. This lot, I'm like, really, bro? It's too early. There's a guy that literally comes in a trailer, like a little mobile home type thing, and a food truck or something, and he comes there at 4 in the morning, and he just starts cooking breakfast for everyone. If you walk up there, he'll give you a breakfast sandwich. What's even happening? But go Birds. Go Birds. And they're not as negative as everybody says they are. Yes, they can be assholes when they're drunk, but can't anybody? I mean, yes, sometimes they embarrass me enough to where I don't even want to acknowledge that I'm an Eagles fan sometimes, because they can be very embarrassing with some of the things that they say. And I've seen some of the things that, that you see online where people do their little TikTok videos and they go viral and stuff like that. Well, the problem with that is you never see the positive side of things, 2 Eagles fans and 2 Dallas fans actually talking to one another. You know what I mean? So you never see that positivity. You only ever see the negative. And that's one of the things that's so hard with social media, because you're never getting a clear picture of anything, right? You're never getting a clear picture. So when we went to the Dallas game and we were sitting outside of the car, and we were just, I think my daughter was coloring and I was doing these coasters, and there was guys next to us and they were drinking. They built their own little porta potty, put their tent up, blah, 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 cooking on their little grill or whatever it was. And there were people walking past us, and people had their Dallas Cowboy jerseys on, like an Emmitt Smith. Now, mind you, if you see an Emmitt Smith jersey or a Troy Aikman jersey, you don't even need to open your mouth and say anything bad, because that's just mad respect right there. Like, respect that jersey and the person wearing it, because they were real Dallas Cowboys. None of this fake shit you see nowadays. So there was a couple of people that had current jerseys, like CeeDee Lamb, and nobody was being mean to them or ruthless. We're just like, hey, nice jersey. Hey, great job, So, it's not all negative all the time. It's usually the drunk assholes that you see. And we got such a negativity towards us because of, okay, so before we had Lincoln Financial Field, we had Veterans Stadium. And I know those of you who are my age probably remember that. And part of Veterans Stadium was what they called the 700 level. The 700 level were where the cheaper seats were. And that's where a lot of the drunks were. And the fights were breaking out and things like that. And so that's where a lot of that came from. And yes, we did throw snowballs with rocks in it at Santa Claus. Yes, we did all of those things. My husband and I went to a wrestling show back in the day, and they beat up Santa Claus. So come on now. So that's where a lot of that comes from. We don't have the Veterans Stadium anymore. There's no bad seat in Lincoln Financial Field. There's a whole section where you can sit and you're not supposed to be drinking. You know what I mean? So they're really pretty much on it a lot of times. And yes, we were the only stadium with a jail and judge inside. So yes, that does have to say something. But not all Eagles fans are jerks. If you talk to my husband, he will tell you a whole different story. But I'm telling you, not all Eagles fans are jerks. I sometimes have to get on my daughter because I'm like, you're an Eagles fan and you're exhibiting that jerk behavior that I don't appreciate. So stop it. Check yourself. We don't talk like that. We don't act like that. We enjoy the game, and that's it. Again, and I know I told you guys the story of, with my mom and how she said, you got to love the game first. Love the game, respect the game, and then pick your fandom, because then you'll be able to appreciate it more. You'll be able to sit and watch all the games because you're appreciating the game. Not just, I can't watch this team. I can't watch the Dallas game because they're not playing the Eagles and I hate Dallas. No, we don't do that here. We just love football in general, and we watch all games. It doesn't matter who they are, who they're playing. We will always watch the Eagles first. Or the Lions or whatever. But yeah, we don't do that selective watching here. I don't buy it. I don't do it. That's just me. So, there's that. So yeah, is everybody still working on their drills and chills? This is not my final canvas. I already submitted my final canvas for drills and chills. I already did that one. I did Wicked Witch Estate is what my submission was. So I'm not submitting this one. This is just one, to carry me through the month of October. So I'm going to finish this one hopefully by the weekend. And then I'm going to my friend's house for the weekend and craft. So I'll be working on the kit that I have at her house, which is nothing, it's Autumn Sunset. I started it up there. And then when I come home, I'm going to finish, I've been working on prior to Drills and Chills, I was working on Notre Dame Nights. So I'm probably going to finish that. And then I'm going to move on to, I have a Rose Prophet owl canvas I'm going to work on. It's a snow owl. Last year, I decided to participate in this Facebook event called Who's Who. It's Who's Who 24. It was a really great concept. I really enjoyed it. I didn't know how I was going to enjoy it at first because I really didn't know anything about owls, but the way they set it up was it was open to kids too. So if the kids were coloring or drawing pictures, that was fine. So I don't know how they did that piece of it, but every single week they would post a new fun fact about an owl, a type of owl, a barn owl, a snow owl, all these different owls, and you got to learn a fun fact. So I thought that was really interesting because they were trying to make it educational too. And I think I won one weekly prize, which I got some release, like a gift card to Bee's Crafty Corner for release papers. And then I actually won the grand prize. So I won a tray from Firefly, a custom pen from Custom Pens by TJ, and I won a $60 gift card to Rose Profit Studios. So I thought they are, at the time, they did say they were doing the event this year for 2025. So I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to take this $60 and I'm going to buy a owl canvas so I can have another owl to do for Who's Who. That was the other trick. You had to do an owl. It had to be an owl in your canvas. It didn't have to be the main focus. It just had to have an owl within the canvas. So I thought that was really fun, and I enjoyed it very much. So that's what I did. And they said that they were going to be starting the new event in March of 2025. So I was very excited. I got my kit out. I kitted it up and was ready to go, and they postponed the event. So as far as I know, it's still postponed. They're probably going to push it to next year now. But this kit has been opened and ready to go, and it's taking up my storage containers. So I'm just going to go ahead and work on it. I actually have another owl canvas, you know, in my stash that I can work on. It's the one that's Rest in Peace from DAC. So I can always do that, or I can get one of those smaller ones, those little snack size ones that Diamond Art Club have, if need be. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be starting on after my Cathedral of Notre Dame. I just want to get it out of the way. And after all the confetti I had in this kit, it'll be nice to get some solid color blocking because the entire canvas is just black with a white owl in the middle of it. So, I mean, I say that now, but watch, I'll be totally bitching when I started with all the color blocking. I'll be like, Arr. And you know what Katie says from Diamonds and Washies? Color blocking keeps it moving and confetti keeps it interesting. And she's not wrong. Sometimes, though, there's so much confetti that I'm like, it's boring because it's just like the same, right? So that's how I was feeling the other day with this. I just felt like I was getting really bored with it. But I just had to redirect my thought process because I can color block within the confetti. So there's that. And I also have been working on my urban legends, so for each state. So I have that for my next WIP, but I figured I'd just jump on real quick and do a quick little WIP with you guys, you know, because I'm going to go to the game and I'm excited about that. I might do a couple videos while I'm there, just like a check-in, like a short, especially if I'm going to be working on my coasters. You know, I could do a little WIP there, a little whippy whip, not a whip, but a little short. So, yeah, so my next WIP will probably be doing my picks and then talking about, you know, urban legends, because I know the Eagles are, after this week, they're on their bye week, so they have a week off, so they're not going to be playing next week. So, oh, and I'll be upstate next week, so maybe I can do like a couple of shorts or a short, and you guys can get to see the fall foliage. hopefully. So that'll be fun. So yeah, guys, I don't even know what time it is. Let me see. 8:23. Oh, I guess still got time. So I hope everyone is having, I hope everyone has a good Sunday. I hope everybody has a good week. It is back to work tomorrow. Not for me though. I am off tomorrow because I'm taking my dogs. Two of my dogs have to go and have a dental procedure. So I just took the entire day off because I have to go and have get my oil changed as well. So but yeah, good times, right? Good times. You can hear the birdies singing outside. I don't know what they got to sing about. It's cold out there. A cup of joe, everybody. Good morning. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, this was my Christmas gift for my daughter 2 years ago. Go Birds. It's always a very merry Go Birds here. And let's talk about that for a little bit. Because I know y'all probably don't have Wawas in your area. If you're watching this. So, Philly, I gotta tell you. When it gets to be football season, that's kind of how you respond. That is the response for everything. Someone comes up to you and says, good morning, Go Birds. Somebody holds a door for you when you're going into the Wawa. Most people would say thank you. No. We say, Go Birds. Somebody says to you, thank you. We say, Go Birds instead of you're welcome. Every damn time. Hello, Go Birds. Goodbye, Go Birds. It's just... yeah, I can't even tell you how it started. It just is. And now I think it's just laughable that everybody does it. Everybody does it. Go Birds, Go Birds, Go Birds. It's hilarious. Hey, that's a really nice jersey. Go Birds. It's just like, what? But when I get to the link today, I'll look around and I'll see all those Kelly Green jerseys and I'll be like, oh my God, look, it's my people. And we'll all be going, Go Birds, Go Birds. And then, of course, you'll hear that one person go, Go Birds, dickhead. Like, really? Really? Do we have to go there? But it's Philly, y'all. That's all I got to say. It's Philly. We don't say that any other season. Go Birds. Go Birds. Hilarious, right? Oh, and I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm actually working out of baggies. Because, why am I working out of baggies, you may ask? Because that owl is holding up all of my storage containers. So that's why I'm working out of baggies.
You're off today?
It's game day. Sunday. Yeah, I'm off.
Don't you work sometimes on Sundays?
Yeah, every 5th weekend. So anyway, yeah, I'm working out of bags because that kid is holding my Elizabeth Ward containers. They're holding them hostage. That's what's happening. So, but on that note, guys, it's been almost a half hour that I've been on here. I got to finish getting ready for the game. Because I'll be leaving here in about a half an hour. So I will see you on the next one. If I have the time or I think about it, I may do a couple of shorts. So you may see them coming through. But other than that, have a great Sunday. It's game day. Be kind to one another. Remember, roar and dinosaur means I love you guys. and a very merry Go Birds to you.